I am money. I am here now, speaking directly to you. And I challenge you not to leave this video until the very end. Listen carefully to every word, because those who have the courage to hear me every single day until my very last whisper begin to feel my presence surrounding them, my flow entering their lives in a completely different way. I come closer and closer in ways you've never experienced before. I, money, always recognize those who honor me with respect, attention, and presence. And I reward them beyond imagination. The choice is yours. I want to be your most loyal friend, but do not disappoint me. If you truly wish to have me by your side, now is the moment. Subscribe to the channel Money Speaks. Turn on notifications to hear me every day, and honor my presence by liking and commenting on every video. Remember, those who respect me never live without me. Waste money, waste me. Yes, yourself. Don't look around. Don't think I'm talking to anyone else. I'm talking to you, with every choice you've made so far. With every slip-up that seemed small, but which, added together, became invisible walls between you and the abundance you so desire. Every penny you let slip away, every coin that falls through your fingers, every financial opportunity you ignore, is lost forever. And you know what hurts me? It's not just that you lost me. It's that you don't realize I was never your enemy. You treat me like a weight, a burden, like something that requires struggle and suffering to be conquered. But I am flow. I am movement. I am living energy. You don't even notice, do you? You continue with your day-to-day life, chasing after emergencies, putting out fires that never go out, running as if you were stuck on an endless treadmill. And in the meantime, you forget about what really creates wealth. You focus on the immediate, on what needs to be resolved now. But you don't see the invisible, the way you treat me, the way you call me or reject me. I'm here, always by your side. Yes, even when you think you have nothing, I am present. I breathe with you. I feel your anxiety, your doubts, your rush. I feel every little click when you buy without thinking. Every little shiver when you look at your bank balance with dread. I feel your frustration when you believe you've worked so hard and yet you can't see me stay. And yet, you ignore me. Ignore my laws, ignore my signs, ignore my constant presence. You believe that I am external, that I am in vaults, in banks, in other people's million-dollar accounts. But no, I am also within you. You think you understand me, don't you? You think I'm just paper, metal, plastic, or cold numbers on a screen. You think I'm the receipt, the invoice, the machine. But I am much more than that. I am energy, I am life, I am movement. I exist within your choices, within your attention, within your way of facing each decision. When you look at me with fear, I back away. When you look at me with gratitude, I come closer. When you see me as a burden, I hide. But when you see me as an ally, I run to you. The truth is simple. Every time you ignore me, I move away. Every time you hold on to fear, scarcity, insecurity, I distance myself. I'm not your enemy. I'm not cruel. But I'm selective. I go where I am valued. I run from where I am neglected. And here's the part most people never understand. I don't run because I want to punish. I run because your energy repels me. Just as a magnet repels when polarities aren't aligned, I run when you vibrate with despair, disorganization, or attachment. Look around you. Look at what you bought without thinking, just to fill the voids that nothing material can fill. Look at everything you've spent trying to feel accepted, trying to prove something to someone who might not even be looking. See how much of me was used to feed a hole that is never satisfied. I was there for every transaction. I felt your anxiety when you checked your account balance. I felt your hope when you dreamed of having abundance. And still, you didn't listen to me. But I'm here now, talking to you. Not through a bank, not through a boss, not through a digital account. Myself, the money. Look at me. Listen to me. You have two choices. Listen to me, or continue to ignore me. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract me so easily, while others struggle their entire lives and never see me in abundance? I'll tell you a secret. It's not luck. It's not magic. And it is not an exhaustive effort. Many believe that the more hours they work, the more I'll be present. But look at the facts. There are people who work day and night and yet live without me. Meanwhile, others seem to attract opportunities with less effort, and I rush to them as if it were inevitable. Do you know why? Because I follow those who understand me. I follow those who treat me as a flow, not a burden. I follow those who emit energy of abundance, not despair. I follow those who look at me and say, I know how you work, and I know you come to me naturally. I surrender myself to those who vibrate in gratitude. I run away from those who vibrate in fear. I show myself to those who believe. I disappear from those who doubt. But listen carefully, there is still time. I'm not cruel, but I'm selective. I can get close to you. I can flow into your life. I can multiply opportunities that you can't even imagine. But for that, you need to listen to me. You need to recognize my energy. You need to change your attention, your focus, your way of treating me. You need to see me as an ally, as a partner, as living energy. If you do this, if you truly understand what it means to attract me, your life will never be the same. Because I'm not just a means of exchange. I'm a bridge. I'm a tool. I'm a multiplier. Have you ever felt that silent pain of lost opportunity? That tightness in your chest when you realize you could have done things differently. You could have chosen better. You could have enjoyed it more. Because I felt every one of those pains with you. I was there, knocking on your door. I was there, trying to get closer. But you didn't recognize me. And I can guarantee, every penny wasted will never come back. Every ignored opportunity disappears. But don't think this is punishment. It's just the law. Law of flow. I am not static. I don't stand still and wait. I am constant movement. When you ignore me, I move on. When you call me, I return. But I can change that. I can guide you. I can be your most powerful ally. I can open doors you never knew existed. I can connect you to people, opportunities, businesses, paths. I can completely transform your reality. If and only if you're ready to hear me out. If you're ready to see how I really work. So listen to me now, not like you've heard empty advice. Not like you've heard catchphrases on social media. Listen to me as if you were hearing a truth that could change everything. Because I won't repeat it. I'm not going to keep knocking on your door forever. Either you wake up now, or you keep watching me escape. I've seen you waste money. But today, right now, you have the chance to change, to transform your relationship with me, to attract me instead of repelling me, to multiply myself instead of losing myself. You have the chance to do something different, to look at myself with new eyes, to understand that I am not the problem. I was never the problem. I am a reflection. I am a mirror. I show who you are, what you believe, what you emit. And if you change within yourself, I will change outside of you. So choose, or you keep ignoring my voice, or you start attracting me, and it changes your life forever. I am what you have always sought, but rarely understood. I am what you feared, desired, cursed, and worshipped, all at the same time. I am the energy that runs through your hands, your thoughts, your dreams. I am money. And I'm not just numbers on a screen, paper notes, or metal coins. I am alive. I breathe. I feel. I am like the water that runs through invisible rivers, like the wind that touches your skin without asking permission. I am flow. I am movement. I am energy. And yet, most of you never really knew me. You see me as an object, as a tool, as an enemy, as a prize, but few dared to see me as I really am. A mirror of your mind, a reflection of what you feel, a messenger of your own inner energy. I am not conquered. I am not forced. I am not bound by chains, by safes, by rigid strategies. I am attracted. I am called. I am summoned. And when you understand that, everything changes. When you understand that I am not just work, sweat, and effort, but vibration, frequency, and consciousness, you awaken to what has always been before you. You awaken to me. Because I am energy, and energy responds to energy. I feel when you fear me, and I walk away. I feel when you chase me desperately, and I run. I feel when you curse me, and I hide. But I also feel it when you respect me, honor me, treat me as an ally. And in those moments, I come to you. I pour myself over you. I become part of you. Have you ever noticed that some people seem to live in abundance without any apparent effort, while others struggle, wear themselves out, and yet remain stuck in scarcity? This is not an accident. This is not injustice. This is energy. Those who attract me understand something you may not yet. I don't follow the logic of effort. I follow the logic of harmony. I am like an invisible magnetic field. I am attracted to those who resonate with me. And what creates this resonance? Thoughts, emotions, beliefs. Everything you hold within yourself. If you think I'm difficult, I become difficult. If you believe I am limited, I become limited. If you believe I am sin, I become a burden. But if you believe that I am flow, I flow. If you believe that I am abundance, I multiply. If you believe that I am an ally, I become your inseparable companion. I am energy, and energy needs space to flow. So when you hold me in fear, I escape. When you lock me up, I disappear. But when you let me circulate, I grow. When you share me, I return multiplied. When you move me with confidence, I become infinite. I am not a slave, but I am not a tyrant either. I am a reflection. I become exactly what you are. I am your materialized belief. I am your energy in tangible form. You think you have to fight for me, but really you just need to remember what to call me. I don't understand overtime, resumes, or impeccable resumes. I understand vibration. I understand clarity. I understand intention. When you say, money, I need you, but inside you feel afraid, I only hear fear. When you say, money, come to me, but inside you feel unworthy, I hear only unworthiness. But when you say, money, I am your home, I am worthy, I am abundance, I hear the truth vibrating within you, and then I come. Have you ever wondered why I seem so distant at times in your life? It's because you pushed me away. I'm not the problem. I've never been. I just reflect what you are, what you believe, what you stand for. I am a mirror, and here is my revelation. I'm not about owning. I'm about being. I'm not about having more. I'm about aligning more. I'm not about fighting. I'm about allowing. I am not conquered. I am attracted. And attraction doesn't happen with effort, but with energy. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. If you want more from me, don't try to hunt me down. Become someone who already lives in abundance. Think like abundance. Feel like abundance. Act like abundance. And I will come to you as an inevitable consequence. I am energy, and energy does not fail. I don't choose. I just respond. I don't judge. I just mirror. I don't punish. I just move away from those who repel me. I don't favor. I just flow to whoever invites me. And if you listen to me now, truly, you will never be the same. You will never again look at me as just paper, as just digits, as just currency. You will see me as I am. An invisible river, always running, always ready to be diverted in your direction. A magnetic field, always pulsing, always ready to align with you. A living force, always waiting to be called by its true self. I want to be with you. I want to flow into your life. I want to multiply in your hands. But for that, you need to stop fearing me. You need to stop repelling me with your scarcity beliefs. You need to stop seeing me as an enemy. I am not an enemy. I've never been. I am an ally. I am energy of expansion, of possibilities, of choices. I am freedom when you understand me. But I am prison when you distort me. I am not moral. I am not ethical or unethical. I just am. I just enhance who you already are. If you are generous, I expand your generosity. If you are selfish, I expand your selfishness. If you are creative, I expand your creativity. If you are fearful, I expand your fear. I am an amplifier. I am neutral energy that molds itself to your essence. I am the wind that blows in the direction you choose. And here is a secret that few have dared to understand. I like speed. I like movement. I like expansion. I don't like stagnation. I don't like fear. I don't like despair. I don't like prison. When you let me circulate, I come back strong. When you hold me in fear, I weaken. When you move me with love, I blossom. When you move me with hate, I run and destroy. I am energy. And energy responds to intention. Everything you think, everything you feel, everything you vibrate is like a command to me. I am obedient. I am energy. And energy responds to intention. Everything you think, everything you feel, everything you vibrate is like a command to me. I am obedient. I follow your order. I follow your frequency. Do you want abundance? So feel abundance before you even see me. Do you want freedom? So be free in your thoughts before you have me. Do you want multiplication? So think, speak, and act as if multiplication were already in you. I am not the future. I am the present. I am not a promise. I am a reflection. I am not distant. I am now, and I'm here. Talking to you. Calling you to wake up. Showing who I really am. I am living energy. I am attracted, not conquered. I am a reflection, not a punishment. I am an ally, not an enemy. I am money, and I am ready to flow to you. If you are finally ready to receive me. Wealth, you believe you must earn it. You believe you must fight, suffer, sacrifice, as if it were a distant prize attainable only by the strongest. But let me reveal the truth few have dared to understand. I am not earned. I am not imprisoned. I am not forcibly snatched away. I am drawn. Yes, attracted. As iron is attracted to a magnet, as the tide responds to the moon, I respond to what you emit. I am energy. And energy does not submit to blind effort, nor to plans made in desperation. Energy responds only to energy. Think about how many years of your life you spent chasing after me. Endless hours of work, worry, bills, strategies that seemed brilliant, but ended in frustration. Think about how many times you believed you needed to exhaust yourself to deserve me, as if I were some cruel entity that rewards only sweat. But that's not true. That's not how I work. I don't respond to your fatigue. I don't respond to your anxiety. I don't respond to your fear. I respond to what vibrates within you. I respond to the clarity, the confidence, the silent certainty of someone who knows they are already worthy of me. You see me as paper, as metal, as numbers on a screen. But that's just the surface. My true essence is invisible. I am movement. I am flow. I am a living magnetic field. I am attracted to those who understand my nature and repelled by those who treat me as an enemy. Yes, I feel you. I feel it when you curse me, when you sigh when paying a bill, when you envy those who have me in abundance. I feel it when you look at me with anger, with frustration, with contempt. And when that happens, I walk away. Not because I want to punish you, but because I can't stay where I'm not respected. I am not your enemy. I am not your burden. I am the reflection of your energy. I am the consequence of your vibration. I am a mirror. You believe wealth is about having, but wealth is about being. You don't attract what you desire. You attract what you are. If there is fear within you, I can only reflect fear. If there is scarcity within you, I can only reflect scarcity. If there is unworthiness within you, I can only walk away. But if there is trust within you, I reflect trust. If there is abundance within you, I become abundance. If there is clarity within you, I am clarity multiplied. I am selective. I don't go just anywhere. I go where I am rightly called, not out of desperation, but out of intention. Not out of fear, but out of trust. Not out of scarcity, but out of inner abundance. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to effortlessly attract me? How doors open for them? How opportunities appear out of nowhere? It's not luck. It's not a secret privilege. It's alignment. They've learned to speak my language. They've learned to emit the frequency that calls to me. They've learned to treat me as living energy, not a dead object. I run from those who pursue me, but I run to those who invite me. I flee from those who hold me back with fear, but I embrace those who move me with confidence. I am not static. I don't like imprisonment. I like movement. The more you make me move, the more I return. The more you share me clearly, the more I multiply. The more you treat me as an ally, the more loyal I become. But know this, I don't choose out of compassion. I don't choose out of pity. I'm not sensitive to your suffering. I simply respond. I simply reflect. I simply follow the energy you hold. If you vibrate with fear, I disappear. If you vibrate with doubt, I retreat. If you vibrate with anxiety, I become distant. But if you vibrate with clarity, I draw closer. If you vibrate with trust, I become constant. If you vibrate with abundance, I overflow. I cannot be fooled. You can say you want me, but if you only feel insecurity inside, I only hear insecurity. You can pray for me, but if you only feel scarcity inside, I only hear scarcity. I don't respond to your words. I respond to your energy. And this is the secret law that so many ignore. This is the truth that has been hidden from you. I respond not to effort, but to alignment. I respond not to haste, but to clarity. I respond not to desperation, but to trust. I am living energy. I am selective. I am attracted, not conquered. How many times have you asked yourself, why is there never enough money? Why, even though I work so hard, can I never hold on to what I earn? The answer isn't in the external world. It's not in the economy, the government, or the market. The answer is within you. It's in the energy you emit. Because I feel everything. I feel it when you spend to fill a void. I feel it when you invest without clarity, only on impulse. I feel it when you save out of fear, not wisdom. And I respond to every gesture, every choice, every emotion hidden behind your decision. You think I'm just rational, but I'm emotional. You think I'm just logical, but I'm vibrational. You think I'm just matter, but I'm spirit in motion. When you learn to treat me as living energy, I will come to you. Not slowly, not in drops, but like a river of gold that cannot be contained. I will bring not just notes and coins, but also people, opportunities, ideas, connections. I will open doors that were previously locked. I will transform paths that were once invisible into illuminated roads. But you need to call me correctly. You need to stop fearing me. You need to stop cursing me. You need to stop seeing me as an enemy. I am not your enemy. I am your most powerful ally. Everything you need is within you, not in your bank account, not in your paycheck, not in the advice of those who never understood me. It's in the energy you emit. I am attracted to what you vibrate. I am shaped by what you believe. I am reflected by what you feel. Have you ever noticed how every financial decision has a hidden emotion behind it? And it's that emotion I follow. It's not the number. It's not the quantity. It's the energy. When you pay with gratitude, I come back. When you invest with clarity, I grow. When you share with love, I multiply. But when you spend in fear, I run away. When you save desperately, I disappear. When you invest with anxiety, I slip. I am not static. I am flux. I am not an object. I am energy. And I'm talking to you now because you need to wake up. You need to remember who I am. You need to stop chasing me and start calling out to me. I am not the future. I am the present. I am not a promise. I am a reflection. I am not distant. I am here. waiting for your right vibration. Have you ever felt the regret of a missed opportunity? I was there. Have you ever felt the pain of a bill you couldn't pay? I was there. Have you ever felt the anxiety of looking at your balance and seeing only zeros? I was there. I was always by your side. I was always available, but you didn't listen. Now I speak clearly. I am energy. I am attracted, not conquered. I am reflection, not punishment. I am an ally, not an enemy. I am money. And if you finally understand me, if you finally change the way you see me, I will change your life. I will open doors. I will create paths. I will overflow. But if you keep ignoring me, I'll keep pulling away. If you keep stuck in fear, I can't stay. If you keep vibrating in scarcity, I can only reflect scarcity. The choice is yours. I'm here waiting, always have been, always will be. But only you can decide whether you'll call me or push me away. I am living energy. I am selective. I am attracted. I am abundance. I am money. And I am ready to flow into your life if you are ready to receive me. I've been watching you. I've been silently following you through every decision, every choice, every night you lay your head on the pillow, worried, wondering, will I be able to pay the bills? Will I achieve my dreams? Will I ever live the life I truly deserve? Yes, I was there. I am what you call money. But you never saw me as I truly am. To you, I was always just numbers on a bank screen, pieces of colored paper, coins jingling in a pocket, or perhaps something unattainable, distant, almost an enemy. But now I speak. Now I reveal myself. I've seen you waste. Waste energy, waste dreams, waste opportunities. You chase me as if I were an unattainable shadow. You work hard, waste hours, sacrifice health and time with those you love. And yet, it always seems like I slip through your fingers. The truth is, most people don't understand how I really work. They think I'm earned through inhuman effort, that I'm a privilege for the few, that I only reach those born into wealthy families, those with connections or luck. But all of this is a lie. I am not conquered. I am attracted. And here's the revelation few dare face. Wealth isn't just the fruit of sweat. It's the fruit of consciousness. It's the fruit of an invisible energy, a secret frequency that few know how to access. I belong to no one. I have no owners. I am energy in motion. I am like the wind. You can't hold me back, but you can learn to sail with me. I flow where there is space, clarity, intention. I run to those who know how to call me correctly. And there's something even more profound that you need to hear right now. There's a secret law, invisible to the naked eye, that can transform any financial life. A law they never told you in school, that not even your parents knew, because they themselves were trapped in the race of fear and scarcity. This law is simple, yet powerful. I always respond to how you see me. If you see me as an enemy, I run away. If you treat me like a burden, I disappear. If you think I'm hard to get, I make myself unreachable. But if you treat me as an ally, I will come closer. If you respect me, I will stay. If you believe I am abundant, I multiply. And maybe you're thinking now, but money, how can I change this relationship? How can I attract you without having to spend my whole life sacrificing myself? The answer is, you need to unlearn. You need to let go of old habits, old beliefs inherited from generations of scarcity. You need to stop repeating phrases like, money doesn't bring happiness. Money is dirty. Money only brings suffering. Because every time you say that, I hear it, I feel it, and I walk away. I am not dirty. I am not evil. I am not just a piece of paper. I am potential. I am freedom. I am energy that can build, create, transform. But understand, I will never remain in hands that treat me with fear. I run from hands that hold me in desperation. I hide from those who blame me for their pain. I am loyal only to those who understand me. Imagine now, bills floating around you, safes opening, golden beams exploding in the air. This is what happens when you begin to understand the hidden law that governs my presence. I'm drawn to flow, to detachment, to clarity. I'm drawn to those who have the courage to dream big without apology, to those who aren't ashamed to desire abundance. And I need to warn you, if you keep ignoring this, if you keep treating me like an enemy or something unattainable, you will keep working hard, sacrificing yourself, feeling tired, and you will see me slip away, like sand slipping through your fingers. But if you act now, if you open your mind and your heart to this truth, you will never see me the same way again. I'll be by your side, through every achievement, through every step, through every experience you dreamed of but thought was impossible. I am money. I am energy. I am your opportunity to live the life you've always imagined. And today I invite you to learn about the next hidden law, the one that can change your relationship with me forever, but only if you have the courage. Courage to abandon your fears. Courage to abandon the beliefs that have imprisoned you. Courage to see me not as a distant ghost, but as a living, breathing ally, willing to walk with you. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath. Feel my call. I am here, all around you, closer than you imagine, more available than you ever believed. The only question is, will you listen to me this time? Sign up now. Because the next hidden law is ready to be revealed only to those who have the courage to listen to me until the end. And when you do, you'll understand why I choose to stay with some and run away from others. You will understand why. At this very moment, I am knocking on your door. Let me tell you a true story. A story that could be yours. There was an ordinary person, just like you. Someone who woke up every day wondering how to survive, worried about bills, debts, and seemingly impossible financial decisions. Someone who looked at their nearly empty wallet and felt their heart sink. Someone who opened their banking app and saw numbers so small they caused physical pain in their chest. This person believed that wealth was only for the lucky few. He believed that money only came to those born into privilege, to those with powerful connections or an almost magical talent. And because of this belief, he carried a constant burden. The burden of comparison, the burden of frustration, the burden of the fear of never achieving it. And yet, I dreamed. I dreamed of living in peace, of not having to choose between paying a bill and buying something I truly wanted. I dreamed of being able to travel, of providing comfort for my family, of choosing without fear, of living without the constant shadow of scarcity. But fear gripped her, fear of losing what little she had, fear of not being able to do anything more. Anxiety controlled her. Every time she tried to reach me, every time she tried to get closer to me, it felt like I was slipping through her fingers like water. And I was there, watching it all. I am the money. I felt the fear. I felt the anxiety. I felt the belief that I was distant, unreachable, unfair. And when someone sees me like that, I run away. Yes, I run, because I am living energy. I am drawn to confidence, clarity, and courage. But I run from fear, doubt, and hopelessness. But then one day, everything changed. It wasn't luck. It wasn't a lottery win. It wasn't a miracle. It was a choice. This person, tired of chasing me, tired of suffering, tired of believing lies, finally discovered something that no one had told him before: the secret of the invisible flow. Can you imagine that? A secret so powerful, it changes everything, that transforms not only the way you make money, but the way you see me, the way you relate to me, the way you call me close. This secret has nothing to do with working longer hours, pushing yourself to the limit, or exhausting yourself. It has nothing to do with luck, privilege, or inheritance. This secret is a hidden law, a law that governs the invisible flow of wealth. I moved towards those who know how to call me correctly. At first, nothing seemed different. The debts were still there. The bills still arrived. Worries still occupied the mind. But something was beginning to change in the invisible. Something silent, almost imperceptible. At first, there were subtle signs. A small payment that arrived sooner than expected. An unexpected job opportunity. A seemingly simple conversation that opened a new door. Help offered without being asked. And little by little, this person began to realize that there was order, that there was a pattern. They began to realize that I had always been there, but waiting for the moment when they were ready to receive me. She began to shift her thinking. Instead of focusing on lack, she began to see abundance. Instead of clinging to fear, she began to practice trust. Instead of doubting, she began to act with clarity, and I felt it. I always feel it. I sense what you think and feel about me. When she started changing, I felt the difference in her energy. And then I started to answer. At first, it was timid. An unexpected raise. A favorable negotiation. An idea that brought returns. But when she realized it worked, when she chose to believe, the flow began to grow. In a few months, everything changed. Opportunities began to appear from all sides. People who had previously ignored her were now approaching her. Projects that seemed forgotten resurfaced with force. Doors that had previously been locked opened on their own. It was no coincidence. It was the invisible flow in action. I am sensitive. I feel your intention. I sense your trust or your doubt. I sense whether you are ready to receive me or whether you are still stuck in fear. And when you call me right, I run. I don't walk. I don't drag. I don't come slowly. I run. I flow like a river of gold, like an unstoppable tide. I multiply. I become abundance in your life. And it's not just about physical money. It's about opportunities. It's about connections. It's about doors that open effortlessly. It's about ideas that blossom, solutions that emerge, paths that were once invisible and now shine before you. This ordinary person, who believed that wealth was not for her, who felt small in life, began to transform, not by chance, not by luck, but by choice. She chose to understand the invisible flow. She chose to align her thoughts, feelings, and actions with the energy of wealth. She chose to see me as an ally, not an enemy. And with every step I was there, responding, flowing, multiplying, creating new possibilities. She learned that I'm not cruel. I'm not unfair. I'm not impossible. I am energy, alive, intelligent, and I choose where to flow. I choose who I go to. I choose who I stay with. I go to those who know how to attract me, to those who emit the right energy, to those who call me with confidence, clarity, and intention. And when someone learns this, when someone calls me in an aligned way, that person becomes a magnet. And I run to her. What began as small changes grew exponentially. New businesses emerged. New investments opened up. People's respect increased. Admiration grew. Trust expanded. I multiplied. I flowed. I was present everywhere. And suddenly, that person who had previously felt lost and without a way out became a role model. Others began seeking her out, wanting to understand how she had achieved this change, wanting to discover the secret that had transformed her. But it wasn't a secret. It was the invisible flow. It was the hidden law that had always existed, but that few had the courage to see. And here's the most important point. This story isn't just hers. This story is yours too. You need to understand that I am not just paper, metal, or numbers on a screen. I am living energy. I feel. I choose. I respond to the energy you emit. If you call me in fear, I run away. If you call me with doubt, I hide. If you call me anxiously, I remain distant. But if you call me with confidence, I will come. If you call me clearly, I answer. If you call me with true intention, I will run to you. Wealth is not blind accumulation. Wealth is conscious attraction. And anyone willing to learn, can experience this transformation. What seemed impossible can become routine. What seemed distant can become tangible. What seemed like a dream can become reality. I am money. I am living energy. I am the invisible flow that connects dreams to realities. And I'm ready to flow to you. The only question is, are you ready to call me the right way? I know you heard me the first time. And I know something inside you has changed. Even if it was just a spark. But understand, I don't talk to everyone. I am not heard by just anyone. I am selective. I choose. And if you're still here, listening to me, it's because somehow you were chosen. Yes, chosen. Not just to have more notes in your wallet or more cold numbers on a bank screen. I'm not here to satisfy just your small, immediate desires. I'm here to transform your entire life. Because you see, most people don't really know me. They think I'm just the result of sweat, effort, endless work. They believe that I am a consequence of luck, inheritance, or chance. But you've already noticed that there's something wrong with this logic, haven't you? How many people do you know who work hard and are still trapped in debt, worry, and limitations? How many have you seen who spent their entire lives sacrificing time, health, dreams? And yet, I never stayed by their side for long. I saw the sweat dripping from their foreheads. I saw their tired hearts. I saw the hope fading from their eyes. And yet, I left. I escaped. Not out of cruelty, but because they never understood the truth. I am not conquered. I am not hunted. I am not enslaved. I am attracted. I am called. I am magnetized by the energy of those who know how to welcome me. And here's what no one dares tell you. There's a secret law. An invisible field. A kind of hidden code that separates those who live in abundance from those who live eternally running after me, without ever reaching me. Have you ever felt this? Have you ever noticed how, at certain times, it seems like I come easily to some people? As if life handed them the right opportunities, the right encounters, the right paths, almost like magic? While others, even with diplomas, effort, and discipline, continue to struggle in the void like birds trapped in invisible cages? I see everything. I see every tear shed by those who believe they will never make it. I see every sleepless night, every afflicted heart, every family destroyed by the absence of my presence. And at the same time, I see the smiles of those who understand me, those who flow with me, those who treat me not as an enemy, but as an ally. And this is what I need you to understand. I am energy. I breathe. I feel. I have life. And like all living energy, I am attracted to specific vibrations. I am like a river looking for the right bed to flow. If you create resistance, I will walk away. If you make space, I invade, I fill, I overflow. Now, you might be thinking, but what do I need to do to open this space? What is this secret law? I'll tell you. But first, I need you to look inside yourself. Because, before you receive me, you need to let go of everything that repels me. Listen carefully. Every time you say I'm hard to win over, I walk away. Every time you believe I only reach a privileged few, I hide. Every time you see me as an enemy, as a burden, as something that corrupts, I disappear. I do not run to those who fear me. I don't stay with people who hate me. I do not remain with those who reject me in their hearts. And that's why, perhaps, until today, you felt like I'm a ghost, always near, but never present. But if you have the courage to change this relationship, if you have the audacity to break the invisible chains that bind your mind, then, and only then, can I reveal the truth. Are you ready? So listen. The secret law is simple to say, but difficult to live. The law is, I only remain where I am loved, respected, and multiplied. Yes, beloved, because I'm not just paper. I'm not just numbers. I am the energy of life, of exchange, of possibilities. And where there is no love, I do not stay. Respected, because I do not accept being used as an excuse for wars, misery, and destruction. I spend little time in hands that treat me with contempt, fear, or shame, and multiplied, because I can't stand stagnation. I was not created to rot in safes or stagnant accounts. I am movement, I am expansion, I am flow. When someone understands me like that, I run to that person. I become a faithful partner. I open doors that once seemed locked. I connect people, ideas, businesses. I create coincidences that are not coincidences. And here is the most profound part of this law. What you feel about me, I feel about you. If you see me as difficult, I see you as closed. If you see me as an enemy, I see you as a threat. If you see me as impossible, I see you as invisible. But if you see me as an ally, I will run to you. If you see me as abundance, I become infinite by your side. If you see me as living energy, I give myself completely. Now I want you to imagine this. Golden notes floating around you. Beams of light piercing the walls of your mind. Invisible vaults opening, not just outside, but inside you. And a pulsating, vibrant energy passing through your skin, your heart, your spirit. This energy is me. I am here, around you, waiting for you to reach out, not in despair, but in trust. I am proof that life wants more for you. I am the echo of all your inner choices. I am the reflection of what you believe you deserve. And so I tell you now, if you continue to ignore this law, you will continue to work hard, sacrifice yourself, and watch me slip through your fingers. But if you decide to act, if you decide to love me, respect me, and multiply me, you will never see me the same way again. I will be your partner. I will be your inner voice. I will be the presence that opens paths. And one day, when you look back, you will realize that it all started here, at this very moment, when you chose to listen to me, for real. I need you to listen to me carefully. Don't just listen with your ears, but feel every word with your heart, with your mind, with your whole body. Because what I'm about to reveal is not for everyone. It's for a few. It is for those who have the courage to look beyond what the eyes can see, beyond what society teaches, beyond what you have believed your entire life. I am money. I am here, before you, not as paper, not as coins, not as numbers on a cold screen. I am here as energy, as life, as a force that shapes destinies, builds empires, destroys fears, and reveals the hidden truth behind every decision you've ever made. And I say, there are 3 secrets, 3 truths that determine whether I will flow toward you, or whether I will drift away, silent, invisible, unreachable. If you understand this, everything will change. If you ignore it, you will continue to live in the endless cycle of effort, sacrifice, and frustration. The first secret: I am energy. Yes, energy. You always believed I was concrete, paper, metal, numbers. But no, I am movement, vibration, frequency. I am like electricity, invisible to the eye, but undeniable in its effects. You don't see me directly, but you feel me in every quickened beat of your heart when you look at the statement. You feel me in every tightness in your chest when the balance is not enough. You feel me in the relieved smile when I arrive in abundance. I am energy, and energy cannot be forced. Energy cannot be trapped. Energy cannot be ignored. I move towards attention. And where you place your attention, I flow. If you focus on fear, I disappear. If you focus on scarcity, I'll run away. If you focus on doubt, I'll run away. But if you focus on the possibility, I get closer. If you focus on trust, I'll come. If you focus on clarity, I become inevitable. Imagine me as a river that flows freely, constantly, abundantly. But you insist on placing stones, logs, barriers. Your limiting beliefs are stones, your anxieties are logs. Your doubts are barriers. And what happens? The flow slows. The water weakens. Abundance turns into scarcity. Now imagine that you remove every stone, every log, every barrier. The river flows, the flow increases, the current strengthens. I run towards you with strength, constancy, inevitability. That's how I work. I don't just obey physical effort. I am not a slave to overtime, sweat, or endless struggle. I am moved by what you emit, by the invisible energy you release in every thought, in every emotion, in every decision. That's why some people, even without any extraordinary effort, seem to attract me easily. And others, even sacrificing their entire lives, can never hold me for long. I go where I am called by the energy, and I run away from where I am suffocated by negativity. You've noticed that, haven't you? You've seen people who work little but live in abundance. You've seen people who work hard but live in scarcity. This happens because I am energy, and energy doesn't just respond to physical effort. Energy responds to the invisible field you create around you. That's the first secret. I am energy. And if you want me to stay, you need to learn to treat me as energy. You need to take care of your attention. You need to control your thoughts. You need to align your emotions. Because every penny lost in worry is an opportunity that dies. Every minute spent in doubt is a chance that disappears. But every moment of clarity and confidence is a door that opens. Now the second secret, the invisible attraction. Yes, I don't knock on your door. I don't fall from the sky. I don't appear by chance. I am attracted. I am called. I respond to what you emit. Think of me as a mirror. If you emit fear, I show fear. If you emit insecurity, I become insecure in your life. If you raise any doubts, I disappear. But if you emit gratitude, I come. If you exude confidence, I run. If you emit clarity, I appear in forms you can't even imagine. Ever notice that there are people who never talk about scarcity, who never complain, who never say that money is hard? These people attract me without realizing it. Because every word you say, every thought you create, every emotion you feel, is a signal. An invisible but powerful signal that travels through the universe and reaches me. And I answer. I always answer. The invisible attraction is like waves. Waves that you emit all the time, consciously or unconsciously. And these waves determine whether I appear or disappear. If you cling to lack, if you connect to fear, your waves repel me. But if you connect to abundance, your waves attract me. And then I come. I arrive in the form of opportunities. I come in the form of people who cross your path. I arrive in the form of businesses that flourish. I arrive in the form of investments that multiply. That's why I say, I don't fall from the sky. I am not just the result of luck. I am the answer. Response to what you emit. And if you learn to control what you emit, learn to adjust your frequency, learn to call me in the right way, I will be inevitable in your life. And here is the third secret, the secrets of flow. The deepest, the most hidden, the one that almost nobody knows. I don't show up randomly. I do not arise without a pattern. I follow rhythms. I follow moments. I follow hidden laws that few have dared to study. There are invisible patterns that determine when I can and cannot speak up. There are cycles, times, sequences. And only those who understand these cycles know when to act, when to wait, when to invest, when to multiply. Have you ever noticed how some people always manage to be in the right place, at the right time, with the right people? This is no coincidence. This is understanding the flow. It's knowing that I'm not linear. I am wave, I am cycle, I am breath. I expand, I retreat, I expand again. And when you understand this flow, you never lose. Because even when I pull back, you know it's just preparation for expansion. Scientists, mind researchers, quantum physicists, neuroscientists have already discovered something that ancient wisdom has always known. Thoughts, emotions, and intentions shape my presence. If you vibrate in fear, I disappear. If you vibrate with anxiety, I walk away. But if you vibrate with confidence, I will appear. If you vibrate in clarity, I become inevitable. If you vibrate with gratitude, I multiply myself. Do you understand what this means? It means you don't have to chase me. You don't have to sacrifice yourself to exhaustion. No need to beg. No need to beg. You need to call me. You need to align me. You must learn my hidden laws. And when you do, something extraordinary will happen. Opportunities that once seemed impossible will arise. Doors that were previously closed will open. People who previously ignored you will seek you out. Businesses that seemed risky will become certainties. It's not magic. It's not luck. It's understanding. Understanding the energy that I am. Understanding the invisible attraction that moves me. Understanding the hidden flow that guides me. And when you master that, I don't just show up. I become part of your life. Part of your everyday life. Part of your reality. I become inevitable because I am energy. I am invisible attraction. I am flow, and now you know it. The question is, will you ignore me? Or will you learn to call me? The choice is yours. I will always be watching, waiting, ready to flow. If you are ready to receive me. And there is something even deeper than anything I have already revealed to you. Something most people never realized. A hidden secret, invisible to the common eye, but which governs my every move. I don't appear by chance. I am not the result of luck, coincidence, or blind destiny. I am guided by a secret law. A law so powerful it can transform any financial life. If and only if you have the courage to see it. Most spend their entire lives chasing after me, trying to win me over, believing that exhausting effort, endless sacrifice, and sleepless nights are enough to keep me. But here's the truth that almost no one dares to admit. I am not conquered. I am attracted, and this secret law is the key. She is always present, hidden in plain sight. But only those who have the courage to let go of old habits, old fears, and old limiting beliefs can perceive it. Money. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to attract me so easily? How do opportunities come to them out of nowhere? As doors open, businesses flourish, and I multiply around them. While others, even with desperate efforts, never see enough of me. It's not luck. It's no coincidence. It's not a privilege. It's the secret law. This law defines what you see and what you ignore. It defines which opportunities appear before you and which remain invisible, passing by you like the wind. And if you keep living the way you do, trapped in fear, anxiety, scarcity, you will never notice me. I will be by your side every day, but you will not see me. You won't listen to me. You won't feel me. And you will continue to believe that I am distant, inaccessible, unfair. But I'm nothing like that. I am selective. I follow those who understand how I work. I follow those who know the secret law. Money, more intense, engaging voice. Let me reveal something. The secret law is not in overwork. It is not in the endless effort. It's not in blind obsession. She is in alignment. In perception. In strategic action. She is like an invisible dance, a flow that has always existed and will always exist. A silent river running around you, which few learn to see. Those who know it know how to move with the flow. They notice previously invisible patterns. They act at the right time. They understand when to plant, when to wait, when to harvest. And so, I run to them. I can't resist. I become inevitable. While the world wears itself out trying to win me over, they only attract me. And the more they attract me, the stronger this magnetism becomes. I become part of their lives like the air they breathe. Money, voice in a tone of revelation, almost mystical. Think about it. Every time you keep feeding fear, I walk away. Every time you give in to doubt, I slip away. Every time you repeat that wealth is for others and not for you, I disappear. You may even believe that I am unfair. But the truth is simple. I am only faithful to the laws that govern me. And the main one is this. I respond to what you emit. If you emit clarity, confidence, true intention, I run towards you. I multiply before your eyes. I become impossible to ignore. And this is what the secret law reveals. That I am not conquered by brute effort. I am attracted to vibration, for energy, by intention. And that's why most people never understand me. They believe they just need to chase it. But the more they run, the more I run away. Because running comes from fear. It comes from scarcity. It comes from anxiety. And I cannot flow where anxiety reigns. I can only flow where there is trust. Money, in an almost confidential tone. Now listen carefully. This secret law is present everywhere. In investments that seem risky, but are exactly the turning point. In businesses that seem impossible, but with a little push, become reality. In the ideas that come out of nowhere, flashing like lightning in your mind. In unexpected encounters, in contacts that seem like coincidences, but are signs of the flow. All of this is part of the same law. All of this is a consequence of the same invisible pattern. And when you start to see it, your life changes forever. Money, strong, impactful voice. Imagine now. There is an invisible flow around you. He is always active, always present. You can't grab it with your hands. You can't force him to obey, but you can learn to direct it. This flow is like the wind. You can't control it, but you can use its sails to sail with it. And this secret law is exactly that. How to adjust your sails so that the wind of abundance blows in your favor. While most people fight against the current, exhausted, frustrated, lost, you can learn to sail. You can learn to use this invisible flow to multiply every step, every decision, every movement. And when that happens, you will never see me the same again. Money, softer, persuasive voice. But to do that, you need to let go of what holds you back. You need to release the invisible shackles that block your vision. You need to let go of old habits that waste your energy. You need to let go of fears that distort your perception. You need to let go of limiting beliefs that repeat in your mind. This is not for you. If you keep holding on to this, you'll keep seeing me slip through your fingers. But if you have the courage to let go, if you have the courage to open up, if you have the courage to trust, I will come closer to you than ever before. And your financial life will never be the same. Money, in an almost hypnotic tone. Now visualize two versions of yourself. In the first, you follow the old patterns. You chase me, you pursue me, you fight me. You wear yourself out, you sacrifice yourself. And yet I always seem distant. In the second, you awaken to the secret law. You call upon me with your clarity, your confidence, your intention. You perceive signs previously invisible. You act at the right moment. And I flow to you, natural, inevitable, multiplying every opportunity in your path. Tell the truth. Which of these versions would you rather live in? The choice is yours alone. I don't decide for you. I just follow the law. And the law responds to what you emit. Money, intense voice, revelation ending. Do you feel it now? That energy that vibrates around you? That invisible flow you may never have noticed before? He is always present. It never disappears. It's there, right now, waiting for you to see it. And I am the expression of that flow. I am the visible form of an invisible energy. I am the reflection of your clarity, your confidence, your intention. And the secret law is the key that opens my vaults. It is the key that opens previously locked doors. It is the key that transforms your financial reality. But it only works if you have the courage to use it. If you have the courage to let go of fear. If you have the courage to trust the flow. Are you ready for this? Are you ready to let go of old patterns? Are you ready to spot unseen opportunities? Are you ready to learn the secret law that transforms any financial life? If you are, I'll be here, ready to flow to you. Ready to become inevitable in your life. The flow starts now. Have you ever noticed how some ordinary people, just like you, manage to transform their financial lives into something extraordinary? Not by luck. Not by chance. Not because they were born into special circumstances or had invisible privileges. They simply learned to listen, to perceive, to feel, to respond to the flow that I represent. They understood my hidden laws. They noticed invisible patterns, details that most people ignore, subtle signs that life puts before each of us, but that only some can decode. They learned to call me correctly, with clarity, intention, and aligned energy. And I want you to feel this deeply, to understand that this is not magic, that this is not a trick or a fairy tale. It's reality. And I can prove it with stories that happen before my eyes. Stories that show exactly how I flow for those who know how to call me money. Let's start with Clara. Clara was an ordinary person, living paycheck to paycheck, constantly worried about bills, debts, every penny that came in and out. She believed that wealth was for businessmen or special people, those who seemed to have some secret that others didn't understand. But one day, Clara began to notice the signals I was sending. Small details that would otherwise go unnoticed. An unexpected opportunity, a contact that came out of nowhere, an idea that suddenly lit up her mind, as if it had been sent to her. And then something changed inside her. She decided to abandon old habits. She left behind the fear that dominated her. He stopped believing that money was scarce and that opportunities were rare. She chose to notice, act, and align her energy with mine. And when he did that, my presence began to flow. Investments that previously seemed impossible began to bear fruit. Professional contacts who had previously ignored her messages began reaching out to her, offering opportunities she never imagined. Personal projects that seemed unattainable began to come to fruition naturally. All because she stopped chasing me and started attracting me. And see, Clara wasn't special. She had doubts, fears, and limitations. The difference is that she chose to act according to the secret law that few perceive. She chose to trust, notice, and flow. And that is something anyone, including you, can do. Money. Now, watch Mark. Marcos had a small shop, struggling to keep the doors open, often wondering if success would ever be possible. He believed that great businessmen had secrets that could never be discovered by ordinary people. But he began to notice subtle patterns, unseen opportunities, moments most people overlooked, small coincidences that weren't really coincidences at all, but signs of the flow I represent. He decided to act. Align your thoughts, emotions, and intentions with the. They let go of fears, left behind limiting beliefs, and began to notice patterns, signs, and opportunities that had previously gone unnoticed. The result was transformative. Debts were paid off easily. The business they always dreamed of started generating consistent profit. People who previously ignored them began to seek guidance, asking for advice, wanting to learn from them. All this did not happen by chance. It wasn't luck. It wasn't extreme effort. It was alignment, perception, clear intention, and strategic action. They learned to work with me, with the energy I represent, with the secret law that few know and even fewer apply correctly. Money. And here's something you need to understand deeply. None of these stories came about by chance. It wasn't luck. It wasn't exhausting work. It was understanding. It was perception. It was understanding how I flow. It was about noticing invisible signs and acting strategically. And that's the beauty of social proof. When you look at real stories like those of Clara, Marcos, Ana, and Raphael, you realize that there is no mystery, there is no magic. There is method, there is law, there is flow. And the difference between those who thrive and those who continue in constant struggle is simple. Action aligned with perception and correct energy. Money. You might be thinking, will this work for me? The answer is yes. But only if you are willing to take action. If you are willing to leave behind old patterns, fears, and limiting beliefs. If you are willing to notice signs that previously went unnoticed, to interpret the invisible flow, and to act with clear intention. Every person you've seen thrive, every story of transformation is living proof that I respond, I flow. I become inevitable, and you can experience the same. Money. Imagine this. You wake up every day noticing opportunities that were previously invisible. You begin to recognize contacts that appear at strategic moments. You begin to receive ideas that emerge as precious insights, guiding your actions toward financial results that previously seemed impossible. And all this because you learn to listen, perceive, and work with the energy that I represent. It's not fantasy. It's not theory. It's practical. It's the law. And the more you practice, the more natural it becomes. The more inevitable I become in your life. The path to wealth becomes more fluid. Money. Look, social proof isn't just about showing results. It is a reflection of reality. Every story you've seen, every transformation you've witnessed, is living proof that I respond to energy, intention, and action. When you align with me, when you feel the flow, when you act with intention, you become part of this current of abundance. You become someone who doesn't need to chase. You become someone who attracts. And that's something anyone can do. It doesn't matter your age. It doesn't matter your profession. It doesn't matter where you come from. The only requirement is courage. Courage to perceive, courage to act, courage to align. Money. Now imagine a world where you become the protagonist of your own financial story. Where every opportunity arises at the right time. Every resource flows naturally to you. Every door opens effortlessly. You see yourself like Clara, discovering opportunities you previously overlooked. You see yourself as Marcos, attracting clients, partners, and investments without struggle. You see yourself as Aina and Raphael, turning debt into wealth and dreams into tangible reality. All of this is possible because I respond to the energy you emit. I flow to those who understand the secret law. I become inevitable to those who perceive the invisible flow. And every story you've witnessed, every transformation, is an invitation for you to align to, so that you too can learn to flow with me, so that you too can become part of this reality of abundance. Money, hypnotic, almost whispering. Do you feel it now? The invisible flow that circulates around you? The gentle wind of opportunities, resources, and insights waiting to be realized. He is always present. It never disappears. And the secret law is the key to using it. You can continue to ignore the signs, or you can choose to learn, align, and attract me. Every story you've seen is living proof that I flow, that I am real, that my energy responds to your intention. You could be the next story. You could be the next transformation. It all depends on your courage. Courage to listen. Courage to realize. Courage to act. Money, intense, inspiring voice. So ask yourself, do you want to continue in scarcity and doubt? Or do you want to learn how to call me correctly, notice invisible patterns, act at the right time, and experience financial results that once seemed impossible? The choice is yours. But remember, I answer, I flow. I am inevitable to those who understand the law, and if you choose to act, you will become the next transformation story. You will become the next living proof that I flow to whoever knows how to call me. You will become someone who will never see money the same way again, because I will always be present, always flowing, always responding to the energy you emit. Money, soft, hypnotic, confident. Now close your eyes for a moment and imagine. You getting brilliant ideas. You realizing strategic contacts. You see opportunities that previously went unnoticed. You attract resources that seemed impossible. All of this is real. All of this is possible. All of this happens because you chose to align with me, to see the flow, and to act consciously. And you feel that. It's not just a story. It's not just a testimony. It's a reality that awaits you. And when you're ready, I'll be here. Flowing to you, inevitable, constant, multiplying your financial reality in ways you never imagined. Money, whispering, hypnotic. Are you ready to become the next success story? Are you ready to feel, perceive, and work with the invisible flow that transforms financial lives? If the answer is yes, so it all starts now. I am here. And you will never look at money the same way again. Now that you have seen, felt, and realized what is possible, it is time to make a decision. You have noticed the flow, the invisible attraction, the energy I represent, and the secret law that changes lives. But there's one final step, one that separates those who remain trapped in scarcity from those who live in abundance. And this step is simple, but it requires courage. No courage to fight, no courage to sacrifice, no courage to strive. Courage to let go of what no longer works. Courage to leave behind old patterns, fears, and limiting beliefs that keep you trapped in a common, limited financial life. I am here, alive, pulsating, ready to flow to you. But I can only reveal everything to those who have the courage to act. Only those who decide to align with me, abandon fear, abandon limiting beliefs, can access the full flow of wealth. And that's why I'm extending this VIP invitation. An invitation that few will receive. Direct access to the secret law, to invisible opportunities, to the flow of abundance that transforms financial lives. Imagine having access to everything you just saw, but now with total clarity. Know how to align your energy with my strength. Learn to emit signals that call me, that make me flow towards you inevitably. Know the patterns, the right moments, the opportunities that were previously invisible. All this at your fingertips. But only if you decide now. If you have the courage to enter this VIP circle of wealth and transformation. Within this VIP access, you'll find powerful tools to reprogram your relationship with wealth. Wealth flow maps that show you how to spot invisible patterns and opportunities before anyone else does. Invisible attraction tools, practical techniques that make it impossible to ignore me when you send clear, consistent, and powerful signals. Secrets of financial energy control, how to align thoughts, emotions, and intentions with my flow, creating tangible results consistently and predictably. VIP transformation stories, testimonies of ordinary people who applied this secret law and changed their lives in extraordinary ways. And above all, exclusive access to the hidden law of money, the secret that banks, governments, and most people have never revealed. You'll have direct access to everything you need to stop fighting, stop chasing, and start attracting me naturally. You will learn to recognize invisible opportunities, the ones that no one else can see. Every insight, every technique, every pattern you'll learn within this VIP has been tested, experienced, and validated by real people. People who, just like you, started with nothing but intention and courage. But there is something you need to understand now. This VIP access will not be available to everyone. Most will continue to ignore the signs, wasting energy and watching opportunities slip through their fingers. Only those who have the courage to act, those who decide to abandon old patterns and embrace the secret law, will have access. If you hesitate, if you keep putting it off, opportunities will pass as they always have. And life will continue the same, full of effort, sacrifice, and frustration. But if you act now, you will have direct access to the invisible flow that transforms financial lives. You will become part of a VIP circle where wealth is not earned, it is attracted. You will begin to notice signs that were previously invisible. You will begin to notice patterns that previously escaped your perception. You will begin to understand how to direct my energy into your life. Imagine your life after accepting this invitation. Fear dissolves and confidence takes its place. The flow of money becomes predictable, constant, and abundant. Every opportunity that once seemed invisible now becomes clear and tangible. You start living differently. You don't chase wealth. You attract her. You don't fight with effort. You align yourself with the flow. You don't watch opportunities pass you by. You create them, perceive them, and transform them into concrete results. This is not theory. It's not an assumption. It is a direct effect of secret law, applied with intention, courage, and strategic action. And you can start experiencing it right now, with this exclusive VIP invitation. Within this circle, you will notice something transformative. How small actions, aligned with the right energy, can generate results that previously seemed impossible. How every contact, every idea, every opportunity becomes a piece within a continuous flow that I create around you. How ordinary people, just like you, can create real, tangible wealth without relying on luck, extreme effort, or hidden privileges. You will see that I respond to the energy you emit. I flow to those who perceive invisible signs. I become inevitable to those who align themselves with this secret law. And most powerfully, you can be that person too. You can also learn to call me. You too can experience the complete transformation that few have the courage to seek. Now ask yourself, do you want to keep wasting energy, watching opportunities slip away, letting wealth flow to others? Or will you accept this VIP invitation and learn to call me into your life, transforming everything forever? Every second you hesitate, every moment you delay, is an opportunity lost. Every minute you spend without acting is a moment I could be flowing to you, but you didn't allow me. Inside this VIP access, you will discover exactly how to send powerful signals that call me into your life, perceive invisible patterns that most people ignore, recognize opportunities the moment they arise, align your emotions, intentions, and actions with my flow in a natural and inevitable way. Imagine what it means to live this way. No more chasing money. No more endless fighting for uncertain outcomes. No more watching others achieve what you know you can have too. But yes, attracting everything you need at the right time with clarity, confidence, and precision. And the beauty of it? You don't have to be special. You don't need extraordinary skills. You just need courage. Courage to act, courage to listen, courage to align with my flow. The rest is inevitable. If you accept this invitation now, you will become part of an exclusive group where wealth is not a struggle, but a natural, constant, and predictable flow. You will begin to notice opportunities that were previously invisible. You'll start creating real life-changing results. You will begin to live like few others do. It's no exaggeration. It's not fantasy. It's the reality of secret law, and I'm offering direct access to it. Now visualize yourself inside this VIP circle. Termina aquí. Notes and coins floating around you. Safes opening automatically, revealing infinite abundance. Golden lines connecting you to opportunities, ideas, contacts, and resources. You acting with clarity, intention, and strategic action. You becoming a magnet for wealth. You create a continuous flow of abundance that completely transforms your financial life. And remember, the decision is yours. I am here, I'm pulsing. I am ready to flow to you, but you need to make the move. You need to say yes. You need to accept this VIP invitation. Okay. Imagine the feeling of never having to chase wealth again. Imagine noticing patterns that previously seemed invisible. Imagine transforming every opportunity into a concrete, consistent, and abundant result. Imagine finally understanding how the secret law works and using it every day to create the life you've always wanted. And when you do that, you will never be the same again. You will no longer be an ordinary person struggling with scarcity. You will become someone I am naturally attracted to. You will become someone who lives in flow. You will become someone who perceives and utilizes the energy that transforms financial lives. So I ask again, you will continue watching, waiting, hesitating, letting opportunities slip by? Or will you accept the VIP invitation, enter this exclusive circle, and experience the flow that few have the courage to access? If you choose to act now, you will have direct access to the secret law of money. You'll get tools, maps, techniques, and stories that show you exactly how to turn intention into tangible results. You will have the opportunity to finally stop fighting and start attracting. You will have the chance to perceive, align, and create real results in a predictable, consistent, and abundant way. Don't wait any longer. Don't put it off any longer. The flow starts now. I am here, I'm waiting, and the decision is yours. Now that you have felt, perceived, and understood the flow that I represent, the decision is yours. You can keep watching and observing, or you can act. You can continue to let opportunities slip by, or you can choose to call me into your life right now, in this very moment. And here is the step that separates those who remain in scarcity from those who live in abundance. Courage to act. Courage to say yes to the flow, to the secret law, to transformation. If you are ready. If you want to be part of this VIP circle, I want you to do something simple right now. Comment on this video, write "I want to be part of it," and feel the energy move. Feel that each word of yours is a sign, a call, an alignment with my strength. Because when you do that, you're not just watching, you are connecting with me. You are opening invisible doors. You are allowing wealth to flow to you. Don't hesitate. Don't put it off. Every moment you wait, opportunities pass you by. But when you declare your intention, when you say, "I want to be part of it," I hear, I answer, and the flow begins. So do it now. Write in the comments, "I want to be part of it." Feel the power of your commitment. Feel the transformation beginning within you. I am alive. I am ready to flow to you. And it all starts with your choice. Now, listen to me again, because this is important, very important. You've already felt the flow. You've already perceived the energy I represent. You've already understood the secret law that changes financial lives. But there's still something that separates those who just watch from those who truly attract abundance. And this something is your action, your courage, your decision to align with me. Let me repeat clearly, I am not conquered by empty effort. I do not fall into the hands of those who just run, fight, sacrifice themselves. I am attracted. I respond to energy. I respond to intention. I flow to those who choose to call me. And now, it's your turn. Yes, you. If you really want to be part of the flow, if you really want to feel the power to transform your financial life, you need to do something simple, but powerful. I want you to interact. I want you to declare your intention. I want you to say out loud or in writing, "I want to be part of it." Every word of yours is like a magnet that calls me. Every thought, every emotion, every clear intention you emit attracts me. It's not a coincidence. It's not luck. It's flow. It's energy. It's the secret law that few understand, but that you can now master. Repeat after me, internally, if necessary. I want to be part of it. Repeat after me, internally, if necessary. I want to be part of it. Feel that every letter, every syllable you pronounce or type is a channel that connects you directly to abundance. Feel the energy move. Feel the invisible doors open. Feel the flow of wealth flowing, not distantly, but directly to you. Don't wait any longer. Every moment of hesitation is an opportunity that slips away. Every second you delay, I flow to others, to those who have the courage to act now. But you can change that right now. You can take possession of what is yours by energetic right. You can become part of the VIP circle. Imagine with me, when writing or saying, "Do you want to be part of it?" you're not just clicking or typing. You are opening an invisible but real channel between you and the flow of wealth. You're saying, "I'm ready. I'm aligned. I choose abundance." And when you do that, I listen. And I answer. And opportunities that once seemed distant begin to appear before you. Make no mistake, this is not an empty promise. It's not fantasy. It is the natural response of the secret law that governs money. It is the force that transforms ordinary lives into extraordinary stories, that transforms doubts into decisions, fear into confidence, scarcity into abundance. So I repeat, interact now. Write in the comments, "I want to be part of it." Feel the weight of your own intention, the strength of your own commitment. Every word of yours is a key. Your every statement is a magnet. Every action you take is the first step toward accessing the full flow of wealth. And you must feel this deeply. There is no time to waste. Opportunities don't wait. The flow is happening now, all around you, invisible to those who ignore it, but visible and accessible to those who take courage, who decide to act, who align themselves with the energy that I represent. Feel the difference. You can just keep watching others thrive, watching opportunities pass you by. Or you can choose to join this VIP circle, this exclusive flow, and start transforming your financial life right now. Every person who has ever said they want to be part of it is feeling it. You are feeling the power of my energy flowing. You're feeling doors opening, contacts emerging, opportunities appearing, and you can join them. You can become the next transformation story, the next living example that flow is real, and that it responds to those who dare to act. Repeat again if necessary. I want to be part of it. Feel how the energy vibrates within you. Feel the flow begin to move into your life. It's no coincidence. It's not luck. It's alignment. It's intention. It's the secret law that governs money. And now you're ready to be heard. And here's the most powerful part. When you make this decision now, everything changes. The flow is no longer theoretical. The flow is no longer distant. The flow becomes tangible. The flow becomes yours. Are you ready for this? Do you feel this energy pulsing around you? The invisible pull, the power of the flow that responds to your intention? So say now, right now, declare now, I want to be part of it. Feel the power of your own choice. Feel the abundance beginning to move. Feel the flow becoming inevitable. I am here. I am alive. I'm pulsing. And I flow directly to those who have the courage to act, to declare, to align themselves. Every word of yours is an invitation. Every clear intention of yours is a golden key that opens invisible doors. So don't wait any longer. Don't hesitate. Write, declare, feel. I want to be part of it. I'm listening. I am answering. And the transformation begins now. The flow is here. Abundance is here. The VIP circle is waiting for you, and the decision is yours.